Meet Gus, the most adorable and energetic dog you'll ever come across. Gus is a dog with a heart full of joy and a spirit that never seems to tire. Gus is a happy dog. His smile is infectious, and his cheerful demeanor can brighten anyone's day. Whether he's greeting you in the morning or waiting for you to come home, Gus always has a happy expression on his face. He wags his tail a lot. Gus loves to play. His favorite activities include chasing after his favorite toys and running around the yard. His tail wags so much that it almost seems like it's going to take off. Gus has a lot of energy. From the moment he wakes up to the time he goes to bed, he's always on the move. Whether he's running around the park or playing with his friends, Gus never seems to run out of energy. He runs and jumps all day. Gus is always in motion, leaping over obstacles and sprinting across open fields. His agility and speed are truly impressive, and he loves showing off his skills. Gus loves to play fetch. Whether it's a ball or a frisbee, Gus is always ready for a game of fetch. He can spend hours chasing after his favorite toys, bringing them back with a look of pure joy on his face. But most of all, Gus loves to dig. Give him a patch of dirt, and he'll happily spend hours digging away. It's his favorite pastime, and he takes great pride in his digging skills. Gus is truly a one-of-a-kind dog, full of love and energy. Gus digs in the garden. He digs in the yard. He digs under the trees. Dig, dig, dig. Gus uses his paws to dig. He digs big holes. He digs small holes. Digging is so much fun. One day, Gus found a new spot. It was under the big oak tree. Gus started to dig. He dug and dug and dug. The hole got bigger and bigger. Soon it was a very big hole. Section 4. Muddy Fun. It started to rain. The sky turned gray and the clouds gathered, casting a shadow over the countryside. The gentle pitter-patter of raindrops began to echo through the fields, creating a soothing melody. The rain fell on the ground, creating tiny puddles that reflected the overcast sky. Each drop seemed to dance as it hit the earth, merging with the soil and turning it into a soft, muddy terrain. The ground got wet and muddy. Gus, the playful dog, saw this as an opportunity for an adventure. He eagerly started digging, his paws sinking into the soft mud. The more he dug, the more excited he became. He didn't mind the mud. In fact, he loved it. The squishy feeling under his paws and the earthy smell made him feel alive. Gus wagged his tail furiously, splattering mud all around. He dug and played in the mud, creating little mounds and trenches. His fur was soon covered in mud, but that didn't bother him at all. To Gus, this was the best day ever. It was so much fun. Gus felt like the king of his muddy kingdom. Every splash and every dig brought him immense joy. The rain continued to fall, but Gus was too busy having the time of his life to notice. Section 5. Oh, Gus! Gus's mom came outside. It was a bright and sunny day, perfect for some outdoor fun. She had just finished her morning coffee and decided to check on Gus, who had been unusually quiet. She saw the big, muddy hole. Her eyes widened in surprise as she took in the scene. The once pristine garden was now a mess with clumps of dirt scattered everywhere. She couldn't believe her eyes. She saw Gus covered in mud. His fur was caked with dirt, and he looked up at her with innocent eyes, as if he had no idea what he had done wrong. She sighed, knowing that this was going to be a big cleanup.
"Gus, you are covered in mud! Bath time!" she called out, trying to sound stern, but it was hard to stay mad at that adorable face. Gus wagged his tail, clearly thinking this was all part of a fun game.
Gus wagged his tail. Bath time was okay. He loved the attention and the warm water, even if it meant getting scrubbed down. His mom made sure to get every last bit of mud out of his fur. But digging in the mud was the best. As soon as he was clean and dry, Gus was back outside, ready to dig another hole. His mom could only laugh and shake her head, knowing that Gus would always be her little mud-loving pup.